Okay, so old school way, you and I see this as, okay, the total cost equals $216. So when Jessie goes up to the counter and they ring her up, they say, okay, that's $216. And you and I know that this total cost equals the original cost plus the sales tax. Now, we have to remember that the way we find sales tax is here they're charging me 8% sales tax. So they're charging me 8 cents every dollar that I spend. Well, the way we do that and find that is we say 0.08 times the original price. Because think about it. If I'm doing 8 cents for every dollar and I spend $10, then I have 80 cents. I have 80 cents. Okay? So I know that the $216 equals the original plus the original times the 0.08. Okay? Well, that's the whole amount, the 1, and the 0.08, plus you're paying 0.08 on every dollar. So that means 216 equals the original, and I called it X. They're using X in a different format. X, the whole original amount, plus 0.08 times X. Well, if you'll remember, a long time ago, we're combining like terms. That's a 1 there. So this is 216 equals 1.08 X. Now you divide both sides by 1.08. And that's going to give me then, what was it? $200 is the original. Let me double check. Yep. 200 equals X, which is the original amount. Well, Jessie went up there. She paid $216. The original amount was $200. That means that the tax was $16. She paid $16 in tax. Now, the way they kind of have her do it with proportions, which this is a multi-step problem of proportions. What she's been doing is she's been doing the percent over 100. So she's been doing 8 over 100 equals the money and tax out of the original. And they've been saying, okay, well, that's really 8 over 100 equals X over the original. But the problem with setting it up this way is we don't know what the original is. We know that the total equals the original plus X. So let's go ahead and let's work it kind of like she would have normally with a proportion. So she would butterfly it like she said. And that would give her 8 times the original equals 100X. Okay, well, do we know what the total is? We know that the total is 216. So 216 equals the original plus X. Okay, well, if I move, then what is original really? It's 216 minus that tax equals the original. So everywhere I see the word original, I'm going to put the 216 minus X. So this is really 8 times 216 minus X equals 100X. Well, 8 times 216, and I did this a while ago, is going to give me 1728 minus 8x. We're using the distributive property here. I'm not sure if she has used distributive property at this point. and that's going to equal 100x. Okay, I'm going to move that 8x to the other side. And this to me is a little difficult for her to be doing over what we did up top with the original way. And then divide both sides by the 108. And remember, you were talking about the 108 a while ago. And sure enough, 1728 divided by 108 is 16. Usually, when we're dealing with multi-step problems like this, we hope that the student understands the top method about how the total amount is really the original plus the sales tax. So they know that's the 216 equals the original cost plus whatever the calculated sales tax is, not that percent. They have to know they have to calculate that first. So they're being charged the whole amount plus 0.8 of the amount, or 8% of the original amount. And that added together equals the 216. Typically, I taught 7th grade math one time in my life, long ago. I taught it this way. They were still using proportions back then, and we used proportions when we needed to. But this one, you practice the proportions, but you really have to have an understanding of what that total cost is and how you find the total cost. But anyway, hope that helped.